sitting there in awe, just dumbstruck of what the heck am I looking at?
There's definitely something big down there.
Now watch, its head's gonna pop out. Check this out. It's blue.
Alaska has its own jaws, only bigger, colder, and far less forgiving. In Lake Iliamna, creatures longer than buses rise in groups, circle boats, and vanish before anyone can react.
What the heck is that?
These are not stories for tourists. Divers go missing, nets vanish, and you're not ready for the sheer scale of this monster. Jaws was fiction. Alaska's monster is real. When Steven Spielberg released Jaws in 1975, the world learned to fear the ocean. The movie showed a massive great white shark terrorizing a small town. The shark in the film was about 25 feet long. For most people, that size felt unimaginable. The idea that something that large could stalk beaches and drag people under was enough to terrify millions of viewers. But still, people could leave the theater, laugh nervously about what they had seen, and then walk into the ocean knowing the danger was not real. Now, consider what people in Alaska have reported for decades at Lake Iliamna. Eyewitnesses describe predators that are not just 25 feet long, but closer to 30, 40, or even 60 feet. Imagine two Greyhound buses placed back to back, moving silently under your boat. That is what people claim to have seen. Unlike the great white shark from the movie, these creatures are not solitary hunters. Multiple witnesses report that they move in groups. They circle boats. They surface in pairs. They are described more like wolves in water than lone sharks. Boats have been found drifting with holes punched into their hulls. Divers have gone missing with their lines mysteriously cut. Eyewitnesses speak of dark masses rising beneath them, shaking boats with enough force to nearly flip them over. These are not staged effects. These are events that have terrified fishermen, pilots, and entire villages. To put the comparison in perspective, a 25-foot great white is considered a world record. The largest known shark caught and measured in modern times was a little over 20 feet long. Most are much smaller. A predator closer to 60 feet long would not just be a bigger shark. It would be an animal in a completely different category. It would be larger than most whales that swim into coastal waters. It would be larger than anything science has ever admitted lives in fresh water. And this is only the beginning, because the lake itself is built to hide secrets that most people will never believe until they see the evidence. The lake that swallows secrets. Lake Iliamna is not just another body of water in Alaska. It is 80 miles long and 25 miles wide, making it larger than the city of Los Angeles. At its deepest points, it drops over 1,000 feet. That is as tall as the Empire State Building. Unlike the ocean, which has been mapped and studied for centuries, Iliamna remains almost untouched. Its depths are dark and silent, and most of it has never been properly explored. On the surface, the lake looks calm. People who fly over it see only a glittering sheet of water. But beneath that surface, it is structured in layers. Warm water rests on top, while dense, colder water sinks below. The line that separates these layers is called a thermocline. To most people, that word means nothing. To scientists, it means that sonar equipment struggles to penetrate below it, and visibility for divers drops to zero. To predators, it means they can disappear completely. Something large can swim 30 feet below a boat and remain invisible, hidden by the natural conditions of the lake. The lake is also not fully sealed off. The Kavachak River flows out of Iliamna into the Bering Sea, which means the lake has a direct connection to the ocean. This matters because ocean animals have already been seen far inland. Seals have been spotted playing in its waters. Even beluga whales, which normally live in the saltwater seas of the north, have been seen swimming miles inland and surviving in fresh water. If smaller marine mammals can adapt, then larger predators could also make the journey and disappear into the massive freshwater basin. For locals, this is not a theory, but something they claim to witness. Boats return to shore with unexplained scars on their hulls. Fishing nets come back shredded into ribbons. Heavy hooks have been bent out of shape as if pulled by an impossible weight. These are not accidents. The people who live around Iliamna whisper that the lake does not just swallow secrets. They say it swallows people. The setting only adds to the mystery. There are no highways that lead directly to Iliamna. There are no major cities on its shore. It sits in one of the wildest and most remote parts of Alaska. The lack of human presence has allowed whatever lives in the water to survive undisturbed for centuries. In this sense, the lake functions as a real-world version of Jurassic Park, but without fences and without observation towers. Beyond the predators, the lake holds other mysteries that people rarely speak about. Some Alaskans believe that during the Cold War, parts of the lake were used by the U.S. military to dump experimental equipment or even chemical waste. They claim that certain classified flights delivered cargo that was quietly sunk into the lake's deepest basins. If true, this would explain why federal agencies show such interest in the area. Some even argue that toxins could have altered existing species, producing massive mutated predators that no scientist wants to admit. Archaeologists have also occasionally suggested that Iliamna might have been sacred ground for indigenous groups thousands of years ago. In some oral stories, the lake was described as a resting place for giants. According to this belief, there could be ancient burial chambers or even structures at the bottom. Some divers who attempted to investigate claimed to have seen stone-like shapes, but their reports were never followed up. If burial sites exist, it would add a religious weight to the fear locals already feel about disturbing the waters. Another controversial claim is that Iliamna connects to a hidden network of underwater tunnels stretching to the ocean. These supposed tunnels could allow enormous animals to travel undetected between saltwater and freshwater environments. Supporters of the theory point to the sightings of beluga whales far inland as evidence that animals are finding paths humans do not know about. If tunnels do exist, then the lake could be part of a much larger hidden ecosystem that science has not mapped. And if this environment is so perfectly suited to hiding monsters, then the next question is obvious. What has been hiding there for centuries? And why does it seem to rise only when people come too close? The first warnings that nobody listened to. The water on Lake Iliamna went dark without warning. Fishermen in this part of Alaska knew that when the lake turned black and ripples spread across the surface without a hint of wind, something was coming. Canoes were flipped in seconds. Men were dragged down, their shouts swallowed in an instant. Those who survived said the force from below was not from a fish. It felt like the hand of something deliberate, something that wanted them gone. For the Tlingit people of Alaska, these were not campfire tales. They spoke of Gunakadayat, a creature that rose from the depths of Iliamna with enough power to smash boats and pull men under. This was knowledge passed down through generations. Parents taught their children to leave the water the moment it turned black. Elders sang songs not for fun, but to remind people of how the predator moved. They warned that survival depended on listening. To ignore the warnings meant death. Farther west in Alaska, the Aleut people told of something even worse. They called them Jignuk, predators that never attacked alone. They hunted in packs. They circled boats the way wolves circle prey on land. The Aleut said to never travel across Lake Iliamna alone. If the water around your boat shifted and shadows began to form, it was already too late. What lived below would strike together. These weren't random animals. They were described as organized hunters, able to break vessels apart with terrifying ease. Totem carvings such as long bodies with sharp fins and heads that gleam like metal in the sun, made in Alaska, still show what they saw. Then came outsiders. Russian fur traders arrived in Alaska in the 1700s, chasing wealth from sea otter pelts. At first, they laughed at the Indigenous warnings about Iliamna. They believed the stories were superstition meant to scare strangers, but their laughter did not last. Their own journals began to record encounters on the same waters. They wrote about boats being struck from below. They wrote about men disappearing in seconds. They described shadows as long as ships gliding beneath them, moving with a deliberate, menacing pace. Traders who once mocked the locals began refusing to cross the lake without fear. And soon after, in the middle of the 20th century, came a sighting on Lake Iliamna so clear and so terrifying that it forced everyone to take the lake's secrets seriously. The pilot who saw too much. The summer of 1942 should have been routine for bush pilot Babe Allsworth. He had flown over Lake Iliamna more times than he could count. He knew every ridge, every stretch of river, and every mile of water. That day, beside him in the small plane, sat Bill Hammersley, a federal wildlife agent known for his level-headed field reports. The flight began like any other. The plane lifted from the dirt runway, engines steady, and moved out over the massive expanse of Iliamna. What they saw next would change the way people thought about the lake forever. At first, Allsworth noticed shapes below the water. His first thought was driftwood. Logs often floated out from rivers and settled in the lake, but these were too big, and they moved against the current. He banked the plane for a better look. That was when both men realized what they were seeing. More than a dozen massive creatures glided beneath them. They weren't scattered the way fish would be. They moved together, as if they were one coordinated group. Hammersley leaned against the glass, staring down. The creatures stretched nearly as long as the plane's wingspan. That would put them close to 30 feet each. Their backs caught the sunlight and flashed in bright bursts. Allsworth later described them as looking like polished steel moving under the surface. The two men watched as the shapes shifted in formation, almost like submarines patrolling in unison. Neither man spoke for a moment. Both understood they were not looking at sturgeon or salmon. They were looking at something that should not exist in a freshwater lake. When the plane finally landed, they could not keep the sighting to themselves. Allsworth was known as a careful and respected pilot. Hammersley was a government agent who dealt with wildlife reports for a living. Their combined credibility made the account impossible to dismiss. It wasn't a fisherman's story told after a long night. It was a detailed observation from two professionals. For the first time, the legend of Iliamna wasn't just oral tradition or whispers. It was a matter of record. The sighting caught attention far beyond Alaska. Among those who took interest was Texas oilman Tom Slick, a wealthy man who devoted much of his fortune to cryptozoology, the search for unknown animals. Slick was obsessed with proving that Lake Iliamna held something extraordinary. He funded expeditions, hired men to interview locals, and even outfitted fishing operations with gear meant to capture giants. On one of those attempts, a steel hook the size of a man's arm was bent completely out of shape, as if something with unimaginable force had yanked it. The Allsworth-Hammersley encounter was a turning point. As their story spread, it set the stage for what would happen next. By the 1970s, the monsters would no longer stay hidden in the depths. They would rise to the surface, forcing entire communities to face them head-on. The years the giants surfaced, 1970s to 80s. By the late 1970s, the monsters of Lake Iliamna were no longer staying in the shadows. What had once been tales from locals or sightings from above turned into full-blown confrontations that entire groups of people could not ignore. This was the decade the predators surfaced, showing themselves in ways that left even seasoned pilots and investigators shaken. In 1977, pilot Tim Laporte flew over Iliamna with an investigator who had come specifically to study the mystery. Both men spotted something moving below the surface. At first, it looked like a shadow, but then two enormous shapes rose just under the water. Their long backs arched and glistened as they broke through the waves. Each figure was estimated at around 30 feet in length, longer than most fishing boats. What made the sighting so chilling was not just the size, but the deliberate movement. These were not fish scattering or seals at play. They surfaced like predators rising for a reason. To the witnesses, it looked like a real-life version of Jaws, except the shark on screen had been fiction, and what they were watching was happening in real time. The encounters only grew bolder. In 1987, a woman named Vera Kolya was out boating when the water around her began to shift. Dark masses surged from below, slamming against the hull of her small boat. She later said it felt as though something huge was trying to lift her into the air. Terrified, she managed to steer back to shore, but she was so shaken that she told neighbors she would never return to the lake again. Her story spread quickly because it sounded like the kind of attack people had once only seen in movies. The difference was clear. Jaws was Hollywood fear. This was Alaska, and this was real. Then came the event that forced even skeptics to take notice. In 1988, 17 people standing on shore all reported the same thing. Enormous creatures broke the surface together, some gliding in pairs, others circling in wide arcs. The water churned as if a fleet of submarines had risen from below. Witnesses estimated the animals were between 25 and 40 feet in length. With so many people describing the same event at the same moment, it became impossible to dismiss as tricks of light or imagination. This was the type of scene that would have made Spielberg millions at the box office, yet it unfolded in front of ordinary residents of Iliamna with no cameras rolling. There were photographs taken during these years, but according to locals, many were sealed away in government files or dismissed before they could reach the public. The idea of deliberate suppression began to circulate. Why would evidence vanish unless someone in authority wanted it buried? If the government had proof that Jaws was real, but far bigger and in Alaska, what reason would they have for keeping it hidden? The 1970s and 1980s marked the first time the monsters of Iliamna stopped hiding. They broke the surface, terrorized boats, and revealed themselves in front of crowds. If the creatures could show themselves so openly, could they also be captured? That question sparked the most ambitious and dangerous hunt Alaska had ever seen. The hunt that changed everything. In 1979, the Anchorage Daily News escalated the Jaws mystery into a statewide frenzy when it announced a $100,000 reward for proof of the monster. The challenge was simple on paper. Bring back hard evidence, whether it was a photograph, a body, or anything that could silence the skeptics once and for all. That announcement changed everything. Overnight, Iliamna became ground zero for hunters, scientists, amateur adventurers, and even people with nothing more than curiosity and a boat. Some were motivated by money. Others wanted fame. Still others genuinely wanted to know what was tearing nets and scarring boats. The result was one of the most ambitious hunts for an unknown animal in North American history. Submarines were lowered into the icy depths. These small craft were fitted with spotlights that cut through only a short stretch of water. Even with the lights, divers described how quickly the beam was swallowed by total darkness. Some of these expeditions came back with chilling stories of sonar contacts that appeared massive and then suddenly vanished. Sonar operators recorded large moving bodies that looked nothing like schools of fish. The readings hinted at something very big gliding through the deep. Hydrophones were also deployed to record sound. They picked up low-frequency rumbles that experts could not match to salmon, seals, or known fish in the region. The recordings sounded like deep, resonant pulses. They were not constant like machinery, and they did not match ice shifting or cracking. They resembled the kind of noise you would expect from something massive moving water in rhythm, as if alive. Meanwhile, the physical evidence piled up. Fishermen returned with nets shredded, as if by blades. Boats showed damage on their hulls, with scars that did not look like rock scrapes or ice. In some cases, fishermen found deep tooth marks on gear. They described them as too wide and too spaced apart to come from any known predator in the lake. The search did not always stay scientific. Some groups, frustrated by the lack of clear proof, even turned to psychics. They claimed extrasensory perception could locate the monsters when sonar could not. The requests ranged from strange to outright disturbing. One psychic insisted on standing barefoot on the frozen shoreline in winter, claiming they could feel the vibrations of the beasts through the ice. Another demanded that locals burn fish bones and cast the ashes into the lake, saying the smoke would draw the giants to the surface. One of the most unsettling incidents came when a self-proclaimed medium from California brought a group to Iliamna. He claimed he could speak to the spirits of the drowned to locate where the creatures had dragged victims. He stood at the edge of the water chanting while his group took notes. Witnesses described how he suddenly stopped, pointed at the lake, and said, "They are beneath us now." The session ended quickly after strange ripples appeared around the craft despite no wind and no current. The group left in fear. Another psychic tried to use a pendulum over maps of the lake, swearing the pendulum would swing when hovering above nests of the creatures. He marked several locations in the deepest sections of the water. Oddly, when sonar was used in one of those areas, operators did pick up large, moving contacts. Whether coincidence or not, the event unsettled even skeptics. Some hunters still talk about a bizarre dream experiment carried out during the frenzy. Volunteers slept on the lakeshore while a psychic attempted to guide their dreams, claiming the lake itself would show them the monsters. Several participants reported the same nightmare of being pulled under by enormous shadows. One man woke up screaming, convinced something had been dragging him into the water. The psychics left no hard evidence, but they added a chilling layer to the legend. If even those claiming to sense the unseen were terrified, what hope did ordinary people have? Years later, the lake drew the attention of television programs. One of the most famous attempts came from Jeremy Wade, host of the show River Monsters. Wade traveled to Iliamna to test whether a known predator could explain the mystery. He investigated the theory of sleeper sharks, which are known to grow very large and survive in cold, dark waters. He considered the possibility of massive sturgeon as well. Wade interviewed locals who described what they had seen, some recounting shadows longer than their boats and movements that suggested more than one animal. Even with sonar scans, camera equipment, and expert analysis, Wade reached the same conclusion others had before him. The evidence pointed to something extraordinary, but no one could confirm exactly what lived there. The mystery resisted exposure, even when handled by professionals with modern tools. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder about evidence being suppressed. Some scientists admitted that photographs were quietly sealed away. Sonar reports were watered down before publication. Locals said government agents confiscated material during certain investigations. The idea spread that officials were afraid of the consequences if the truth came out. If Lake Iliamna held predators larger than sharks, predators capable of killing, then panic could follow. Lawsuits from lost fishermen or pressure to close the lake could be devastating. Suppression may have seemed easier than admission. Despite the technology, the money, and the desperation, the hunt failed to deliver the single piece of proof that could satisfy everyone. The search only deepened the fear. If submarines, sonar, and professionals could not solve the mystery, then what exactly were locals up against? The hunts had revealed evidence, but they also left behind an even darker question. The most terrifying discoveries of all were the boats and bodies that never came back. The disappearances. Nobody explains. The disappearances are the part of the story no one in Alaska likes to talk about. Yet they are the part that cuts deepest. In the 1950s and 1960s, small research teams went out onto Lake Iliamna with cameras, notebooks, and equipment, determined to prove once and for all what was lurking below. Some of their boats came back, drifting aimlessly across the water. But the men who had launched them were gone. Families waited on shore for husbands, brothers, and sons who never returned. Their belongings were found scattered, but their bodies were never recovered. The 1970s brought an even darker chapter. A group of divers traveled to Iliamna after rumors spread of underwater caves along the shoreline. They believed these caves could hide the creatures or their remains. Several men went down, radios crackling with static as they descended. Only one came back up. He surfaced gasping, pale, and shaking, refusing to speak about what had happened below. The others were never seen again. That single survivor never dove again. He left Alaska soon after, and the families of the lost divers were left with silence instead of answers. The 1990s saw tragedy repeat itself, this time with a Japanese film crew. They claimed to have discovered caves littered with bones, enormous rib cages and skulls wedged into the rock, like a graveyard hidden underwater. They took photographs, but on their way up, their submersible was struck with tremendous force. It limped back to shore, gouged and scarred, and when the film was developed, much of it was ruined. The caves were never found again, and the crew abandoned their search. The images that might have answered questions were gone forever. Even in recent years, the disappearances have not stopped. In 2021, 2 local divers went down to explore the southern end of the lake. They were tethered to a support boat, a line connecting them for safety. When the crew on the surface pulled the lines back, they found them cut clean through, as though by a blade. Rescue teams searched for weeks, but not a single trace of the divers was ever found. Their families still live with that hollow ache of not knowing, forced to imagine their last moments in the freezing dark. These are not random accidents. They are a pattern, repeating across generations. Every time someone gets close to uncovering the truth, they vanish. If the predators of Lake Iliamna are willing to remove intruders, then the next question becomes terrifyingly clear. What happens if their food supply runs thin and they begin hunting people instead? Climate change, cover-ups, and the truth surfacing. Alaska is heating faster than almost anywhere else on Earth, and Lake Iliamna is already feeling the pressure. Melting permafrost has reshaped the surrounding land, releasing mud and debris into waters that were once stable and cold. Warmer currents now move through the lake in unpredictable ways, disorienting fish and altering the migration patterns of the salmon runs. If the predators in Iliamna depend on those runs, then hunger may be driving them upward, forcing them to break the surface and cross paths with people more than ever before. Modern technology has only made the situation more alarming. In 2019, a drone captured video of a massive dark figure gliding just beneath the water, its body far too large to be dismissed as a seal or a school of fish. Satellite images have revealed wakes in parts of the lake where no boats were present, suggesting that something enormous was moving beneath the surface. Sonar operators continue to record large moving shapes that appear and then vanish instantly, as though the creatures have learned to evade detection. Scientists using environmental DNA pulled samples from the lake and found sequences that did not match any known fish in global databases. Something unidentified left its genetic fingerprint in Iliamna's waters. The sightings are no longer rare. They are happening more often, closer to shore, and with witnesses who cannot be dismissed. Attempts to cover up evidence cannot hold in an age of drones, satellites, and social media. What do you think about these sightings? Comment down below